loving nobody but you for all my life. When you see me feel so lonely and blue. Gotta get this combed up. What up, gang? What up, gang? How are we doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good Monday morning. Look at us, look at us. We are live, baby. We are live. I need this to hear. How's everybody doing? It's Monday morning. We're here. We're going to open the week up right. It is 10 o'clock in the morning. We're here early today. Let's catch a ripper right off rip. Just open the stream up the proper way and to kick our week off the right way. You guys know what time it is. Come on, let's go. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. What's the date today? 16th. And we got packages coming. How's everybody doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Got news on my back. I need a level 3 fusion in my neck. I don't know exactly what that means, but it doesn't sound fun anytime you're having surgery on your neck, your back. Those are dangerous areas. I wish you nothing but the best of luck with that, and I hope it goes well. I hope it goes smooth. You have a quick recovery time. I'm eventually going to need a little far more minor surgery than what you're having. They got to release a pinched nerve on this side of my neck. It's not nearly like as invasive as what you got going on. I wish you the best with that, my friend. At least that's news and you're making some progress. You're getting somewhere with it. This morning, ladies and gentlemen, today's Monday. That means it's another episode of Christory. We are burning it down. We're starting to circle the drain. We're at episode 66 and 67 today. What is that? Like 15, 18 and 19 episodes away from the end. We're less than 20 episodes from part 85. Underwent an 85 part series in this. We took this challenge and we are fucking smashing it. Episode 66 and 7. We are so close to the end, ladies and gentlemen. We are so close. It's like we got onto like a 7-season show, and we're just about through season 6.5 right now, and season 7 is the finale, or season 8 is the finale. So we're closing in on the finale. We put in a lot of work in this, but I think they call that something the like time sink something. You can't stop doing it because you've already put so much time into it. Might as well complete it now. Whatever. They're going to take out discs and replace them with spacers. That sounds super invasive. That sounds super duper invasive. I wish you all the best with that. I hope you have really, really good surgeons on that. Good surgeons with good steady hands. Hope that goes smooth for you. Remo, how are you, my friend? I'm doing well. Ladies and gentlemen. So, there's going to be a little change of plans. I'm going to give you guys a little rundown of what's going to be for the next few weeks. So, this week, things are going to be the exact same. Nothing changes. 3 videos this week. And we will be streaming Friday and Saturday, just like I always do. This Saturday, I was planning on being out of town, but that got rescheduled. So streams will be up the 20th and 21st like we always do. They'll be Friday, Saturday. That'll be the start of spring break that following week. So we'll be streaming for sure the 23rd, which is Monday. I believe my wife's off that week, so there's going to be chances that I'll be streaming more. There may be a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know. There's probably going to be less videos and more streams the week of spring break because, well, I'm probably going to do it that way. I'm probably going to do more streams next week. Maybe a Tuesday, Wednesday or something. I don't know just yet, but the 27th and 28th, I will be out of town. The 27th, I've got I'll be up in Eugene, or excuse me, I'll be up in Salem near Portland, and I don't know that I'll be able to stream the 27th. I don't know what time of day I'm going to get there, what time I'll have things. I don't know. The 27th is maybe. I don't know if I'll be able to stream that day, but the 28th, we are going to be going to a Pokemon card show in Salem. That's what I'm going to be there for. So, I should still be able to stream the evening of the 28th. But yeah, I guess that's not that big of an announcement. There's going to be a few extra streams next week, and I may miss Fridays next week. So, that's what's going on. That's all. All right, guys. I'm done yapping. I'm done yapping about my little vacations that are coming up. I'm still very excited for them, though. I'm very excited. All right. All right, folks. How we doing? Letting you guys roll in. We've been up what? We've been up long enough that we should go ahead and take one more ripper, and then we're going to open up the stream. We're going to start digging into our video, because I've still got Monday shit to do. I still got to go fuck with my truck. I put a new thermostat in it yesterday, like a fucking mechanic. I got that bitch in there yesterday, and my truck is still blowing cold air out of the heater. I think there's air in the line, because I did it like a fucking pirate. I didn't do all the proper steps. Whatever. Not your guys' problem. Let's take a ripper, and let's jump into part 66 of Geno Samuel's A Comprehensive History. Excuse me. You guys know what time it is. Come on, poop poop. All right, guys. Now I think we're all on the same page. Let's open this video up. Part 67. We're going to take 66 first, then we'll hit 67. Let's get started. Here we go. Thank you. All right. Part 66. Here we go.
On August 21st, 2018, upon checking the Wikipedia page for Ruckersville, Virginia, Christine went to Twitter to point out that she was listed as one of the town's most notable residents, designated as an internet personality. She also linked to a screenshot of a certain website, which ranked people by popularity, which named Chris as the 29,869th most popular person in the world.
Oh, I'd be like top 10. Like world famous, baby. Shit, I should be on that list.
And so asked for the whereabouts of her own Wikipedia article. Later that day, at 3:36 p.m. local time, Chris announced it was sleepy time, with the accompaniment of the sleepy time silly random word, Dundernuts. On the 22nd, she added a new item on eBay for $200. A plush doll of the Pokemon Snorlax, signed by her mother, Barbara Chandler, alluding to the nickname past trolls had assigned to her after a leaked photo surfaced of Barbara sleeping during a time she...
Why would you do this, Chris? I gotta adjust our membership counter, guys, my bad. We're at 397. Why would you do this? Just like, here's the keys to making fun of my mom, guys. Go ahead and make fun of her, call her Storylax. I'm gonna even have her sign the plushie. Why would you do that? Why would you bring your mom into this internet shit? I don't know that the average 70-year-old person quite understands what they're getting into when their face gets all over social media. I don't know that they quite really understand what that could be or what that could turn into. They're not like us, Chris. They didn't grow up with the internet. They don't understand. Why would you do this to your mom? It just seems like a really bad idea. To be fair, Cyraxx blasts Sally all over the internet, so, I mean, I guess it's a locale thing. I don't fucking know.
She was significantly overweight. On August 23rd, Chris enlightened.
Ah, damn, she was big, isn't she? Or she is big. My goodness. Damn, Barb. I didn't realize she was that heavy. She must have lost a bunch of weight as she got older, because the more recent videos where she looks fucking just gone and out of it and like nobody's present, she looks like she weighs a lot less. It probably has to do with Chris neglecting her, not having decent food in the house.
She was significantly overweight.
How did nobody go to that house and check on them? How the fuck did the state not get involved with this? I feel like there's red flags everywhere.
On August 23rd, Chris enlightened a Twitter user who had asked her whether Quickville was the name of its own dimension. She explained in a lengthy thread that Quickville was in fact a large nation contained within the state of Virginia of their sister dimension that was named with a designated number which she did not know yet. She further wrote that in that dimension lived not only the counterparts of almost everyone in the real world, but also the vast majority of fictional animated characters.
Is there a counterpart to me there too? Is there another me over there? Is it like the total opposite of me? Is he a total asshole? I bet he is.
Characters such as
I bet a complete and total opposite of me would be such a jerk. Such a jerk.
Those from the animated series The Simpsons, Family Guy, Kim Possible, The Smurfs, and all the cartoon players belonging to Warner Brothers and Disney. A few replies further, she revealed that after allegedly consulting with her supposed husband, Magi-chan, she had two possibilities for the name of that dimension, 1672 or C197. Later that day, one of the people who had bought Christine's signed LoveQuest poster from eBay left her a negative rating and opened a dispute after their purchase arrived late and damaged, causing Chris's eBay account positive rating to drop to 88.9%.
Well, yeah, it would piss me off too if I bought something that arrived damaged and late. It's already frustrating if something doesn't come on time if you're buying it for a specific reason. That's why I buy my wife's birthday presents, a month ahead of time, so that way if shit happens in shipping or I need to ship something back, you have time to do it. But yeah, Chris, you can't send people busted shit. Basic common knowledge.
In response, she listed a selection of blankets on eBay set at $100.
Damn, look at the difference. Look at the difference. Holy shit. You guys saw that Storylax picture. That wasn't... what was that? Not even 3 minutes ago. In the last 2 minutes of video, we saw Barb pushing, what, 260, 280? She was a big woman. Right here? This is like half the size. She looks like... That looks like a different human being. This... Where's my mouse pointer? This woman right here on screen looks like a completely different human being than Snorlax. Not even the same person. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is called neglect.
Each, which were advertised
and or elder abuse
by Barbara in a YouTube video.
Go. My name is Barbara Chandler. Here today.
And Barbara, you look very surprised. You and your eyebrows are just surprised as could be.
Today we have 4 blankets, or one of them is the bedspread.
Okay, it's a bedspread. All right.
Anyway.
I don't know the difference, but okay.
We would like for you to contact us through eBay.
Through eBay, okay, got it.
And make a purchase of one of these blankets.
How much are one of those blankets, and how much is the bedspread? I'm more interested in the bedspread because I don't know the difference in a blanket and a bedspread, and I like saying bedspread. So.
Or all 4 of them.
No, I don't need all 4. I only have 1 bed.
Or all of them, if you would like.
There's not even 4 beds in my house, so.
We need the help to fund our
Oh shit, me too. Me too. Groceries are expensive. I understand that.
groceries for the rest of the month.
But see, the problem is if I buy your blanket, then I can't buy my groceries. So therein lies the dilemma.
And your help would be in purchasing one of these, the bedspread or the blanket.
Well, I told you I like the bedspread. If you give me a good price, maybe we could work something out. I don't know, maybe get like a 2-for-1 deal. That I could maybe fit that into my budget, as long as at least one of them is the bedspread, because I like the name of that. Again, I don't know the difference in a bedspread or a blanket, but I like saying bedspread.
Thank you for
Fucking Snorlax.
considering us.
Why are we still looking so surprised?
We appreciate it. You have a good day.
These plush Snorlax also available on a separate listing. Each blanket will be $100 a piece
God damn.
plus shipping.
I don't know if that's a lot for a blanket. I have no idea how much blankets cost. Or,
We should-
or bedspreads. I don't know how much bedspreads cost either.
Out just in a few days after purchase.
Thank you very much.
I know a SpongeBob bedspread is very affordable.
Over the course of the next day, the signed Snorlax plushie and one of the blankets were successfully sold.
$200 fucking dollars? Holy shit, dude.
At around the same time, Christine's trespassing case was formally transferred from the Albemarle court to Charlottesville's court, indicating that it was still ongoing, with the next court date set on August 28th. When that day came, Chris's court case ended up being continued once more, with the next appearance set to September 11th. Later that day, Chris messaged Kiwi Farms user The Captain out of concern because her real-life friend, Anna McLaren, had not messaged her back for 20 days. The Captain reasoned that Anna only contacted her when it was convenient and was most likely ignoring her. The Captain soon revealed that his communications with Chris, which used to be daily, had reduced in frequency because the Captain told her that the alternate dimension ideology was nonsense and refused to indulge in it. Later again, she purchased the video game Mirror's Edge Catalyst for $20. The next day, Chris listed a new item for sale on eBay, signed cans of orange.
Hang on, let me get my dumb ass out of the way here. That way you guys can see it. Yup. Yep. That is every bit as fucking stupid as you think it is. It's a soda in a glass box or an acrylic. That doesn't even look like that's not an acrylic box. That's a plastic. What the fuck, Chris? You couldn't. They make acrylic boxes that you can put stuff in to display it. Why? The professionalism. It's just astounding.
Flavored Fanta, referencing the 2009 leaked video in which Christian drinks a solution of
I didn't know Gino was just gonna throw that on screen like, here, look at this. Orange
Fanta
I feel like we just witnessed a crime.
and his own semen. The following day, Chris posted a video.
Jesus Christ. Barb, what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened to your hair? Did your eyebrows get up? Dog, those eyebrows, they're not even the same zip code as her eyes anymore. Them shits are like halfway up here. What the fuck are they doing? They've had enough shit from the eyes. I guess the eyebrows and the eyes are having disputes. They're just fucking creating some distance there.
Video plea for more monetary contributions, recited by her mother.
My name is Barbara Chandler. I'm asking you to help us with the car payment by buying the blankets. They're nice. They're in perfect shape. They'll make a good addition to your home. Thank you for helping us. I appreciate it. Amen.
Amen.
Chris also shared the video on Twitter, writing that they needed money because her mother was giving her financial grief. On August
I don't think it's financial grief, Chris. I think it's the bills need to be paid.
30th, Christine drew a new counterpart of hers.
That's the thing, you don't pay your bills, you don't get access to utilities, they can take your car away, and believe it or not, they'll take your house away. You buy those items, you need to pay for them. It's just that simple.
Which purportedly resided in Metropolis, Delaware, and was made in the style of a Marvel superhero known under her superhero name, the Quick Cyclite, who served as the chronicler of the real-world Christine and had written over 100 novels about her life. On the final day of August, she returned to Twitter to post about the newly listed mirror ball for sale.
Did you guys notice how Barb's eyebrows, they weren't like this either, how mine kind of like arch over? Her shits look like they look like this. Boop. They look like an upside down U.
On eBay, priced at $75, which she urged someone to buy to help her mother's bleeding gum problem. In addition,
What?
she posted an unused lighter that had been presented to her late father.
Wait, hang on, let's take a look at this lighter. This might be a nice one. Might need a bid on it. VTG Ronson Art Deco Veriflame lighter? Alright, hang on. I'm hitting the internet hard, going on a lighter hunt. Let's see what we can find. Oh, god damn it. That's what happens when your phone's half broken. The screen's got a flashbang you like that. VTG Ronson. Holy shit, I found it. I found them. I found it. It's the one that I found here. It looks just like the one that Chris has. It's $20. How much is Chris charging?
Also on this day, Jacob Sockness, an individual who first learned about Christine from a YouTube video concerning bullying and fell in love with her.
Chris absolutely did not pay off his credit card debt. There's no fucking way. I wouldn't imagine Chris ever doing that.
Shared a photo of himself with a poster he had purchased
Bleeding gum issue is easy to fix. Brush your fucking teeth.
from her. Since finding out more about Chris, Sockness felt that they shared a strong connection.
I see that. I see you guys definitely share some sort of connection.
Considering that he was also regularly conversing
It's a very strange connection, but a connection for sure.
with entities from other worlds
Oh shit, it's that kind of connection.
through channeling sessions.
I see the connection. I see the connection now.
In early September, Christine joined a private group on the social messaging platform Discord after being invited by one of her Twitter supporters and posted some photos of herself in the chat to prove her identity. There she discussed her upbringing and alternate dimensions. On September 2nd, she unveiled a drawing of a new character, Zapnote, a music-themed pony. However, upon searching her Twitter history, members of the QE Farms discovered that she copied a My Little Pony character created by an artist who, as a challenge, would design a pony based on a set of given emojis. In Chris's case, she prompted the artist with a lightning bolt, blue heart, and musical notes. Also on that day, Christine announced that Quickville, along with most fictional characters, resided in the dimension C-197, which should not be confused with a similarly named dimension C-137, seen in the animated series Rick and Morty. This meant that the real-life Earth was located in dimension 1218, inspired by the multiverse Earth designation number first told to her by writer Seanan McGuire. The next day, Chris confirmed to a Twitter user that she still believed in Santa Claus and that one should keep an open heart and mind because anything was possible. On September 7th, she listed on eBay a collection of 22-carat golden replica stamps owned by her late father, Bob Chandler, for $500. On September 11th, Christine's trespassing case had its next scheduled hearing, which was promptly given another continuance, with the next
What's up, Kev? Welcome to the show, my friend.
hearing to be held on September 25th. The next day, Jacob Sockness tweeted that he sexually desired Chris and yearned for her to hold him naked, likely written while under the
Hang on. Wait. Okay.
influence of alcohol.
I gotta read that. We gotta read that. Okay. Alright, guys. I'm gonna read this one up here, and then I'm gonna read this one. This first message up here. I wish Chris Sonichu. I wish Chris would hold me naked, skin to skin. It would feel like heaven to have her and share the warmth of each other's embrace. Ew. I'm very I don't want to read the rest of it. I'm very soft and creamy to the touch. I want you to be close and snuggled into your warmth. Dude, ew! Fuck! Ugh! We're gonna read this one now. I imagine you smelling strong with a sexual quality like a fishy smell to your room. That smell that makes men hard and sweaty. I would embrace you and be that soft bear that you longed for. Oh my god! I'm so sorry I read those out loud, guys. I am so fucking sorry. We could take a ripper. I am so sorry that we did that. I regret that 100%. No regrets? No, sometimes you can have regrets. I regret that. I regret reading that. Let's take this ripper. Come out. Let's see if we can forget about the last 2 minutes. Here we go. Whew. That's better. Let's just continue on.
For her to hold him naked, likely written while under the influence of alcohol, as he later
Look at that gut. Jesus.
admitted to becoming extremely flirtatious if he was drunk and not busying himself with communicating with aliens and other entities. Later that day, Chris complained via a Twitter thread about her mother in a reply to a Twitter user expressing their struggles with caring for a family member with mobility issues. My mother was one on mobility issues years ago. Then the house fire of 14 happened, and hoo boy, the heavy lifting and legwork I did. Mom did her share of work in helping clear the house out too, after moving back in at the end of the year. Mom reverted to her immobile sense for a few years, long waiting to empty out.
Well, I mean, she is a senior citizen, old woman, Chris. What did you expect her to do? Half the fucking manual labor? What? Just
all of those boxes and sorting them out. Good grief. The most popular contents of all those boxes and bags? Various fabrics and cloth items. Ooh! Muchas ropas. All of them belonging to my mother. I finally get myself motivated enough to go through a bunch of boxes a few months ago, and then she broke out her immobile funk and rut, especially after being ordered by our physician to drink meal replacement shakes. She followed in her own accord and began going through boxes and donating/trashing the respective items as she saw appropriate. She cleared out all of the boxes from her current bedroom, which was the upstairs living room. She and the dogs have more space in that room now. I'm proud of my mother for working as hard as she has been feeling well to do, yet she is also being very annoying. Christine, let's put this random good item on eBay. I really need the money for not only my bill payments, but also we need more food here. I am greedy too.
no fucking way Chris just said that. No fucking way Chris just said that. She's greedy because she needs money to pay the bills, which you should be paying, and for food in the house, which you should also be paying for, should be providing in one way or another. That's your responsibility. That's your job, Chris. Your parents can't do it, that's your job. They wiped your ass for 40 years, you can't put food in the house, you can't pay some bills. Sometimes you piss me off, Chris.
Oh, you sold something of yours? I want $50 from that. She is constantly pestering and bugging me. Nowadays, nearly every time she comes downstairs to talk or chill, my impulsive, subconscious feeling of her presence is cringe and oh no, she's gonna bug me again of the...
It sounds like Chris is talking about his girlfriend. Like he's tired of his girlfriend nagging him. This... Was it... How... Dude, I feel like it's so fucking obvious they have such a clearly unhealthy relationship that there is weird shit happening in that house. There is very clearly weird shit going on in that house.
Damn finances again. As much as I can take deep breaths and collect myself, these feelings from my past emotions and continuing situations still linger in my mind. Sigh. But I digress. Point is, my mother was immobile for a time, and I worked with her to get her moving again. I also have my father in his senior years to thank for teaching me to be able to be patient as best as I am able to with others. On September 13th, Christine once again complained about her mother pestering her about money in preparation for a forecasted hurricane approaching their way and needing food and water. She asked for donations to be sent to her PayPal account. 3 days later, she customized 2 Funko Pop figurines to give them the appearance of both her past male self.
Ew. Here. Ew, guys, look at that. What the fuck? Nightmare fuel. May these dolls forever haunt your dreams.
And present female self.
I know they'll be in my nightmares tonight.
On September 18th, in response to the news of pop star Justin Bieber's secret marriage, Chris informed her readers that it was proof that anything was possible, and claimed that soon everyone would be able to see fictional characters from dimension C-197 existing in the real-world dimension of 1218. The next day, in response to a Twitter user asking why Sonic the Hedgehog never performed oral sex on his partners, Christine wrote that in the sister dimension where he lived, Sonic's lover was the character Knuckles, meaning that Sonic likely performed oral sex on Knuckles. On September 23rd, Chris posted photos and descriptions of the various stones and crystals in her possession, a mixture of
Rocks? Those are rocks.
ones from over 20 years before and ones
Excuse me, those are minerals.
she recently acquired at a mineral show.
Oh, I called it the minerals.
The next day, she was sued by a debt collector
I learned that from Breaking Bad.
agency
They're not rocks, Marie, they're minerals.
for unpaid debt, with a court hearing set for November 14th. On September 25th, her trespassing case was given yet another continuance, this time with the next court date set on October 9th. Later that same day, Chris went to Twitter to write that she was slowly beginning to draw again and asked for her followers to have faith in her creating more comic books while she continued to deal with her other obligations and ailments, offering them a
There you go, that's the line. That's the line.
new drawing depicting Sonichu and Rosechu embracing. On the final day of September, Chris expressed her annoyance through a Twitter thread at the news that Lightning Bliss, a My Little Pony related creator, had blocked her. Chris blamed her old trolls and them spreading around her bad reputation, though Lightning Bliss later confessed that it was Chris's own actions and reputation which convinced her to enact the blocking. Also on that day, Christine drew herself in her hedgehog CPU form, reminding everyone that she was still an alleged CPU in training and development, and that she had powers, allies, friends and family, and was humble and kind for everyone. She then changed her Twitter profile picture to that image. On October 2nd, Chris tweeted at YouTuber PewDiePie asking him to direct message her to discuss a yet unknown idea. The next day, she revealed that she had heard of US President Donald Trump's supposed words of praise for authoritarian ruler of North Korea, Kim Jong-un, and wanted PewDiePie to bring attention to a protest regarding the matter in Hawaii, referencing a document written by one Jasmine Sky Nodder, who would regularly try to bring
Well, she looks nice and sane.
attention to topics that concerned her by asking for PewDiePie's help. Chris later tweeted that
She doesn't look crazy in the least bit.
wanted to attend the protest in person, and so encouraged monetary donations to be sent to her PayPal account. Upon reading this tweet, QB Farms user The Captain messaged her, asking if she was truly planning to travel to Hawaii. Christine informed him that it was not allegedly her to have written that tweet, but apparently her supposed husband, Magichan Sonichu, in an effort to increase donations. After writing further messages regarding the original idea guys, an interdimensional hole connecting her shower to the showers of Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary, and a new so-called dark idea guy, the captain came to the conclusion that someone else gained access to her Twitter account and was manipulating her in the same manner that Joshua Wise and Stephen Boyd had done. On October 7th, Christine posted a YouTube video in which she also brings awareness to the anti-Trump protest occurring in Hawaii.
Hey everybody, coming to you live from home once again, and I got to express my feelings. We got to let Trump know that we do not like Kim Jong-un, and we definitely don't like tyranny or any of that crap. So let's help out by supporting the group that's meeting in Hawaii in about a week or so. Information in the link below. So, down with tyranny! Down with tyranny!
Why are you wearing gloves in the house?
Thank you.
On October 8th, Christine bought a so-called charged quartz crystal pendant on eBay for $20. 2 days later, her trespassing case was given yet
That's an expensive rock. Mineral.
another continuance, with the next court date set on October 23rd. Also on that day, Chris shared a post regarding My Little Pony, confidently claiming that the Generation 4 cartoon series would continue until a 14th season. In the replies, people pointed out that Season 9 was in fact planned to be the final season of the show. Chris denied this, highlighting that apparently the character Princess Celestia had told the staff of the show to continue making it for 5 more seasons. When asked about the validity of this claim, she revealed that the conversation apparently happened in the My Little Pony world of Equestria. Later again, Christine wrote a tweet directed at people who would tell her to get a job. She claimed that a mind as great as hers did not need a job, and that since time was limited, getting a job was seen as silly. After another Twitter user asked her if she still needed money, Chris in response wrote that she did for the moment. She asked for financial help from her followers since her funds would be drained after sending out all of her comic books to her support.
I actually have I have a little collection of a few minerals too. I don't have many. I've got a few ones. I think they look kind of cool too, so I get it.
Orders on Patreon. On October 12th, she shared 2 pieces of fan art detailing Magichan
No, they're not fucking magic. No.
and the Pokemon Mewtwo, writing that she loved her husbands very much.
What the fuck was that? Hang on. I was talking when... Okay, let's try this again.
On October 12th, she shared 2 pieces of fan art detailing Magichan and the Pokemon Mewtwo, writing that she loved her husbands very much.
Don't disgrace Mewtwo.
Upon commenters notifying her that in the Magichan picture, a Fanta logo could be seen, and that Mewtwo appeared to possess a large penis showing through his shorts, she deleted the tweet. This was soon replaced by a similar tweet, now showcasing fan art depicting all of her alleged spouses, with the Mewtwo illustration now replaced with a less lewd rendering. People noticed that her tweets were location tagged in Australia, as if they were posted from there. The captain asked about the location discrepancy, but Chris apparently did not seem to care about it. On October 14th, from Chris's Twitter account came the message. Help! My love, Christine's mind is not as healthy as it could be. Yes, it is I, the one and only Magichan Sonichu. Yesterday, I was in Australia visiting with the president. Now I am continuing that journey, but I digress. Christine's pets need food. Please donate. Signing the message with a string of purple heart, lightning bolt, and purple heart emojis, signifying that it was Magichan. This tweet appeared to be sent from Auckland, New Zealand, leading Kiwi Farms members to assume that her account was in the control of a troll, perhaps either residing in the region or faking their location by using a virtual private network, or VPN. Soon after, Christine seemingly took back control over her account and wrote that her mind has been receiving psychic upgrades from the cosmos, among other things, signing her tweet with a lightning bolt, blue heart, and lightning bolt emojis, functioning as Christine's signature. Later again, Magichan Sonichu apparently returned to write that Christine would be busy in preparing for a so-called coming of Quickfill and merging of dimensions, and urged all those who weren't yet saved to give themselves to the CPUs. He later added that Chris's former friend, Megan Schroeder, had a pivotal role to play in what was coming and asked for someone to contact her so she could awaken the CPU goddess within her. Magichan signed his tweets with his alleged initials MGS before writing a third tweet correcting himself, signing it correctly with MCS. Magichan then posted a photo of Christian and Megan, calling for her to wake up, as there was truly a goddess inside her. Upon asking Christine about these latest tweets, the captain informed Kiwi Farms readers that she was not concerned about them in the slightest. 2 days later, Chris told him that things were going fine, as she had just accompanied her mother Barbara to a doctor's checkup, who found her in good condition.
I bet he was surprised. I bet the doctor was surprised to see how surprised Barb's eyebrows were. Those fucking things. Jesus Christ. It's fascinating, dude. It's just... like... my eyebrows aren't perfect. I realize that. But my goodness... they're not... hers aren't even in the same fucking shape. They're not the same size, same thing. They're not even really facing the right direction. It's like they're just... It's like someone's throwing up gang signs. Ugh. They're just all fucked up.
On October 17th,
Like, my eyebrows are here, not here.
Chris urgently tweeted that she needed money for food to survive, considering that she was still partially human. Funds were also needed for her mother and their pets. Her tweet was seemingly interrupted by a message written by her spouses, Magichan and Mewtwo, who urged others to donate to her. Chris then wrote that if she received enough money, she was willing to go visit Megan Schroeder, along with her mother and her poly loves, so that they could convince Megan that she was truly a goddess. The captain then privately messaged Megan herself, informing her about the tweets. She relayed to him that she possessed guns and would like Chris to know that fact. Chris then promptly
Good for her. I hope you exercise your right to that Second Amendment, too.
alerted her followers that a quote-unquote trusted source had told her that Megan had guns and so would not be visiting her. Chris closed
Smart. Smart.
her tweet with a wish for Megan to have a heart. Chris privately texted the captain detailing the origins of Megan's CPU Red Heart's soul, claiming it had come from an obscure Nintendo-produced game console that was only distributed in Germany. Jacob Sockness then messaged Megan as well over Facebook, warning her about Chris coming, and said that if she hated Chris, she should burn her down like a California wildfire. Megan wrote that she was not interested in being involved with her in any way, and wished for Christine to understand that so she could be left alone. Sockness further wrote that it was unfortunate that Megan had had such bad experiences with disabled people like Chris and himself, but not all were like Chris. He added that he was saving up money to meet with Christine.
Hang on. Let me move myself out of the way so we can all see the text. disabled people like me that you had begun with one of my brethren. She's still insane, but at least some of us are mellow and sweet. That Chris is not the spokesperson of autism. I did save up a large sum of money. Is Chris ticklish? What?
Not all were like Chris. He added that he was saving up money to meet with Christine.
I plan a giggle fest of tickling him should he ever attend a BronyCon that What the fuck?
And asked Megan if she knew whether or not Chris was ticklish, for he planned
I don't like this.
to tickle her if they were to ever meet. Megan promptly blocked Jacob.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
On October 18th, Christine received a plush doll of Sonichu created by a Twitter follower, made largely in response to her losing $6,000 during the Idea Guy saga, as a means for Chris to then sell it herself and make a profit. Chris said that the ears and tail of the doll should have been stuffed like the rest of the body, but otherwise felt it was very cute. The maker of the plushie commented that they were mad. When Chris asked why, they wrote back that it was because Christine could not help but complain. For that, Chris apologized and added that she really liked the doll. She then wrote a tweet clarifying that if people were to make copies of her original creations, they should do so with great heart. She commented that even though the Sonichu plushie was cute, it could do with more work, and that anyone aiming to recreate her creations should put in maximum effort.
Chris, you don't put in maximum effort. You barely put 10% into anything that you do. You have been drawing the same cartoon character for 2 fucking decades, and they haven't gotten any better. It's still, if you draw Sonichu right now, what is this? At 10:52 a.m. on March 16th, 2026, if you draw Sonichu right now, it's going to look exactly the same as the very first rendition of Sonichu that you ever drew. They look just as shitty. Chris, you put 0 effort in. Shame on you to ask other people to, you're going to put in maximum effort if you're going to recreate one of my, fuck your creations. Asshole. You're a certified asshole. I've been waiting to use that all day. I've been waiting to use certified asshole all day.
Chris deleted
Certified asshole.
the tweet after about 10 minutes.
Certified.
Brian Shickley, the author of the Chris Chan prequel comic, then interjected to say that Chris should apologize with quote-unquote maximum effort. One of her Twitter
That's a very good suggestion.
acquaintances, Ting Tings, messaged her, saying that considering the maker of the doll had done it in their free time.
Ooh, that's really good. That's a really good text right there. When someone works hard on a gift and a receiver makes small complaints about the gift, it's like giving someone a backhanded compliment. Sometimes those remarks can be like, literally, be like punching someone in the face for their effort. So-and-so wasn't obligated to make you those plushes. You didn't pay. So-and-so was genuinely trying to be nice to you because they felt sorry about the whole ordeal you went through with the Idea Guys. They dedicated months of their own time making those plushes, and you hurt their feelings poking at little flaws. Again, refer back to a couple minutes ago, the certified asshole remark. I mean, see?
And for free, giving them a backhanded compliment like Chris did may have felt like getting punched in the face, and asked her to reserve her complaints for those she would pay for commissions, and not someone spending their free time to make a free gift.
100%. 100%.
Chris apologized, stating that she had a lot of everything there on her mind. By the next
I have things on my mind too. It doesn't make me be an asshole for no fucking reason.
day, she wrote a couple of apologetic tweets, stating that it was not her place to criticize a free plushie, and that she had forgotten how many supportive and appreciative fans she had to be thankful for. She promised that it would not happen again. On October 19th, Christine told her readers that she had just discovered a new special Sonichu character known as Jeichu, whose counterpart in the real world happened to be the Captain. The Captain then logged into Chris's Twitter account to delete 2 tweets announcing the creation of the character. She then stated that no one in the house, even the pets, would be able to eat anything over the weekend unless she received more donations. A Twitter user notified her that they would be informing authorities and inquire if the Chandler's pets could be rehomed and taken care of by someone more capable.
Good. Good.
YouTuber Shuonhead also chimed in, suggesting that Christine could start to do live streaming to increase her funds, since she could not live solely on people's empathy, and so instead could cash in on her quote-unquote meme status. By the next day, she received a new patron for her Patreon page, pledging $100 per month, and so notified curious Twitter users that she was doing better financially, but still could use more money. Around a day later, Chris purchased 3 PlayStation 4 games, including one from the Hyperdimension Neptunia series, at a total cost of around $100.
You spent $100 on fucking games as you're actively begging your audience for money. The fucking audacity. Begging for money. We don't have money for bills. We can't make it to the first. But you're dropping $100 on video games. We always got money for video games. Always got money for our dumbass toys, right? Always got money for Legos. Always got money for Sonic 2 shit. Always got money for our own personal satisfactions. But when it comes to bills, guys, you gotta donate. You guys gotta donate. I gotta pay the light bill this week. You guys have to donate. Hit my Cash App. Hit my PayPal. Hit my Venmo. Fuck off.
On the 23rd, Christine was sued for unpaid debt again by Midland Funding, with the
Awesome.
hearing set for December 19th.
Good.
On that same day, she posted a concerning tweet. When the worlds merge, I will have access to tons of savings in Quickfill. It is a lot of money, indeed. 10-to-1 is my repayment rate. For anyone wondering what the merger will look like, consider this, but show everyone reaching the light turning into Sonichus and Roastchus. Her message was accompanied by an image showing people caught in a lightning storm, up in the clouds, ascending toward a godly light. This tweet was very quickly deleted. She soon after sent out the same tweet again, only this time, the attached image had a more pleasing blue hue rather than the original orangey glow, in addition to the reference of people changing into Sonichus replaced with a comment to state that they would be able to visit the other dimension. Chris later clarified the meaning behind her posts. Also, on this one tweet here, I realized when Magichan tweeted it, the comparison on the Ascension where those chosen would become Sonichus and Roastchus, that was a metaphor for y'all's understanding of the situation. Seriously, you all, who make it through, will remain human. On the bright side, those of you who do make it with your own OCs in C-197 and its Equestria and other areas other than Earth, y'all will be able to meet and hang out with them. Good times. And getting to meet your favorite superheroes, among which is cool. Suffice to say, after that, beware the villains and supervillains. Let us superpowered heroes deal with them. Thank you. On October 26th, Christine made a YouTube video to explain the so-called dimensional merge.
Hello everybody, this is Christine Chandler coming to you live from home once again. And we're going to talk about the recent, more obvious topic of the dimensional merge. Yes, this dimension right here, 1218, is going to be merged with our sister dimension, C-197, where most of our superheroes, supervillains, OCs, and what have you, and other characters have been existing and coexisting. Yep. Everybody who survives this will get to meet their favorite superheroes among others and everything. But yes, there
I don't really have a favorite superhero, I guess, so who do I get to meet?
those are going to survive and those are not going to survive.
Chris, do you realize how fucking crazy this actually sounds like? Genuinely, as you sit there say this shit out loud to a camera that you're gonna post to the internet. Do you really don't hear how fucking nuts you sound right now? This is some of the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life.
But fortunately, it should be most of the Earth population. But aside from that, the decision is...
See Chris's eyebrow? I wonder if that's where... I wonder if that's like a genetic trait and his is trying to start migrate like Barb's did. Watch his eyebrows.
Definitely supported by me, but also gonna be...
Chris definitely's got the sagging eyes going on like Barb does.
Made in part by...
See?
Your goddess of this earth. Yep. Parent of Jesus is a woman. Okay? Yep. Let's get that mind blower out of the way.
Chris, I don't have a clue what you're talking about at this point, if I'm being completely honest.
I am Mrs. Christine Weston Chandler Sanchu, CPU, Blue Heart of Quickville, and Comma, and the consoles of Commodore. Still getting used to that, and I'm still adjusting and learning the ropes of all my responsibilities, powers, and everything. Still in development. But anyway, in the coming days up to the dimensional merge, you're definitely going to see some visual differences in your local surroundings. So just be mindful and watchful of your surroundings, and what's this? You can tell obviously this is really coming from my heart. I have no script. This is me explaining it as best as I can, just to this Earth, in this dimension, 1218. Anyway, don't panic. Remain calm. We will get through this. We will survive. And also, I definitely need to make a personal address to her of this world, Megan Schroeder. And if anybody contacts her, just do not contact Megan Schroeder of this world at all. Okay?
So why even bring her name up? Why even bring that refresher into people's minds?
I'm essentially speaking to her directly through this video, so then she can get a better understanding from the recent events and what we've been letting her know about recently. Megan Schroeder still has been so many years since we've talked with each other. I want you to know, first off, that I definitely have no ill feelings against you, and I strongly support...
Why would you?
...your relationship with your sweetheart. And obviously, I'm not gonna...
Chris, when you and Megan, when that friendship disintegrated, you were the asshole in that situation. You are the fucking asshole in every situation, Chris. Why... You have no ill will or no ill feelings for her? Okie dokie.
I'm gonna come after you.
We're very self-aware, I see.
Whatsoever. I have been married since last March to my Magic Chance Sanchu and Grizel Rosechew, and more recently became married to Savannah Rosechew and Mewtwo. But anyway, Megan?
So you have 4 completely made-up marriages. 4 play-pretend marriages that are going on in your mind simultaneously. Yep.
Your counterpart in C197, leader of the island nation of Krasna. Because after I had talked with your counterpart, we still had in possession the original transformation pen that she had. I wanted to make sure I got in the right hand, so you got it, Megan. It was delivered to me, delivered to you, you have it. And you also got to share at least half of it of red hearts, powers, and memories. So, yes, Megan Schroeder, you are indeed a goddess. Just like I became a goddess. Because we were bestowed memories and everything. So, sooner you wake up to that realization, the better it will be. So, with that, I will be ending this video shortly, but know that
I would use this video as evidence in reasoning to get myself a restraining order. This shit seems scary. Trying to see it out of the lens of Miss Schroeder's perspective, this shit would be fucking scary to see. This would be scary. This would absolutely make me want to go get a restraining order. Chris looks dead serious. He looks like he fully believes everything that is coming out of his mouth. He is just 100% fully convicted on these words. He believes them. Fully, 100% believes this shit.
that everyone be aware of your surroundings. The changes are going to happen as the two dimensions merge. Remain calm. Don't fire any weaponry. And if you end up seeing your favorite superheroes or your OCs, be glad. I mean, like those famed amongst the brony community, you see your OC characters, and you definitely hear from them telepathically. Open mind, open heart, listen up. That'll help you out in the longer run. Anyway, so I think that pretty much covers it for now. Thank you all for listening. I am Christine Weston Chandler Sonichu, the CPU Blue Heart of the nations of Quickville and Kama and the consuls of Commodore. Thank you. Be safe and have a great day.
Chris 100% fully believes that. 100%, dude. Fully believes everything he just says. It just... Chris is like... Chris and Daniel Larson seem like they're both just where we have cows that act crazy. We can use Rax for that example, where he tries to act like he's wild and scary and dangerous. Chris and Daniel Larson are genuinely butt fucking crazy, and that makes them unpredictable. You don't know what they may do. We've seen it with Daniel. We know that Daniel will just flip the fuck out for nothing. We know he likes to drop the N-word and just... he'll start swinging and doing crazy shit. That's what makes this level of crazy scary, is because they are unpredictable and you don't know what they're going to do. That's scary. That's scary. Rax is scary because he's gross and it's like, ew, get away from me. I don't want to touch you. I don't want your skin to touch mine. I don't want to get an infection. But with Chris and Daniel, you don't want them to get close because they are genuinely fucking crazy.
Chris then told the captain to send the video to Megan. She stated
The comeback king...
that she felt bad for Christine, but would not under any circumstances meet up with her. Also on that day, Christine went back to Twitter to post about the dimensional merge and address some negative comments written on the Kiwi forums. The worlds are not merging quickly enough. I need my savings in Quickville. My mother and I need to eat, and yes, I enjoy playing new games. The Neptunia series expands my mind and greatly. Don't judge!
Yeah, but that was $100 you could have used for groceries. That could have paid for a lot of food. That could have bought the animals food. You know, those animals that you were just begging for money so you could get them food? That $100 would have went a long way. Would have taken care of your animals for a few weeks worth of food. That's why people are up your ass about it, dipshit. That's why.
It's like a Christian reads the Bible, or a Muslim the Quran. Sheesh! Not to mention,
Quran.
I am getting to know my fellow CPU peers more through the gameplay as well, and earning the trophies is a bonus. And if you naysayers must know, I got 4 goddesses online pre-owned with great discounts, and the prototype 2-pack was on clearance. Also, getting to know better my own responsibilities and duties as a CPU for myself. It is so much more than just answering prayers of the nations I am goddess over, I tell you all. At around the same time, Christine took notice of a Twitter account purported to belong to an organization that sold so-called official Sonichu merchandise, which gave some of its proceeds to the autism advocacy charity Autism Speaks. Chris addressed the account, declaring them a thief, and that Autism Speaks did not deserve money that was destined for her. She demanded that the producers of the merchandise cease their sales unless she is guaranteed some of the profits.
Holy shit, do not make money off of them without sending me some. These are my original creations and my family. Autism does not need money destined for me. Oh my fucking God, Chris. You are such an asshole.
Sonichu official merchandise then tweeted a private message they received from Chris, who told them that it was actually Magi-chan who had written the previous tweet, and that she wanted them to email her so her associates could help negotiate an arrangement. Chris then exclaimed on Twitter that she was not high all the time and did not smoke pot while driving. She then added that she was not as irresponsible as everyone thought, and that mislabeling made her want to scream. She asked for her observers to leave certain friends of hers alone, most likely referring to the group of transgender teenagers, including Lucas, Devil, and 1 or 2 others, dubbed by Kiwi Farms users the Teen Troon Squad, with whom Christine regularly socialized and smoked marijuana. Some of the guard dogs on the Kiwi Farms, namely Marvin.
Just curious here. What the fuck is going on with this kid's eyebrows? What in the fuck is going on here? Looks like he used like one of those 1/4-inch thick Sharpies, like the ones with the real, like the Sharpie that's like that big around. That's what she looks like she did her eyebrows with. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. What were you trying to look like? What did you wake up this morning? You looked in the mirror, and what were you thinking? Like, what made you think, like, let me grab a Sharpie, let me draw these shits on, and then you looked at yourself and was like, yeah, this is it. This is the look. We're going out today. Yes, sir. What made you think that? What made you think that?
And the captain believed that the Teen Troon Squad were
I don't know, it seems like there's a lot of fucked up eyebrows, doesn't it?
responsible for much of her recent strange behavior, and believed the concept of the dimensional merge was their creation. Some members of the friend group later clarified that they did not introduce to her the idea of the merge, but did encourage it. Finally, on October 26th, a Kiwi Farms user privately texted Chris, asking about her lost cat, Sorbet. She confirmed that he never came back, and was determined to have died, considering that Christine confirmed that Sorbet's soul had traveled to the dimension C197
Fuck you, Chris. Fuck you.
and merged with his counterpart there, thusly transforming into an anthropomorphic cat, apparently a common occurrence. Chris also wrote that she apparently met the anthropomorphic Sorbet herself. On October 29th, Christine wrote a long thread of tweets, trying once again to explain the dimensional merge, punctuating each tweet with an animated GIF from various sources. She later added that she thought around half of the Earth's population would survive the merge. Kristen notified the captain that she intended to cooperate with the Sonichu merchandise team to create a written guide to the dimensional merge, proofread and supplemented with professional illustrations. She would in turn receive 50% of the profits. As the Chandler household slipped further and further into debt, and the future looked more and more uncertain, Christine tried her hardest to escape the misery of her life by creating the hope for a new one. She hoped, all her and others' creations would come alive and live side by side with her. She hoped that if she tried really hard to believe in the merge, it could indeed come true. She hoped that if people agreed with her, it could let her know that there truly could be a way out from the life she made.
Feels like we're watching a documentary about a guy that eventually rapes his mom or something. This shit's fucking crazy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Dude, they're not getting any better. Once we got to like part 55, 60-ish from that area, it seems like these videos all just took a turn, and we're just steadily on a fucking downhill slope on a roller coaster. They get worse and worse and worse every fucking video. Let's pull up the next one. Let's get us there. There we go. All right. Next up, part 67. Before we do that, though, we've definitely earned a little break here. Earned a little Ripper break. That was a lot, wasn't it? That last video was a lot, dude. It just... How did nobody see what was going on in that house? How did nobody see, nobody get involved? Animals are going missing. They're just running away. Those poor fucking cats, dude. That poor cat looked like it's been through radiation poisoning. It looked like it came from fucking Chernobyl. Barb looked like she's dropped half of her body weight to the point she looks like a different human being, and her eyebrows are just fucking running north. I feel like there was that whole entire house is a giant red flag. I don't understand how nobody got involved. How nobody saw anything or noticed anything weird. I mean, when we saw the video, was it last week when Barb told Chris, "I'm not doing anything tonight. My back hurts." You guys remember that? I remember that. I remember that very vividly. She said, "I'm not doing anything tonight. My back hurts." That makes me think there's shit been going on for a while in that household. If they're having like regular nightly things or regular semi-nightly or a couple times a week, whatever it is, like, where does that even start? How do you start to get to the point that you and your mom are having regular hookup nights each week? Like, what the fuck, dude? And the way that they seem so just casual. When Barb said, "I'm not doing anything tonight, my back hurts." It's just like, no, Chris, I'm not tonight. Not tonight. Maybe this weekend, but not tonight. My back. What the fuck? How is it so casual where they're just talking about it? They're just talking about it. Like, it's just a thing that happens. It's just an any other Tuesday. Everybody else does it. It's what's going on in our house, so it's got to be what's going on in everybody else's house, right? It's just a fucking Tuesday. I know, Matthias, dude. I know. God damn, these videos really put life into perspective, don't they? Okay, let's get our Ripper. Also, Marky, welcome back to the Mustache Mafia, and has gifted 10 memberships. Let's add that to the membership counter. That, I believe, gives us a total of 11. Okay, so that's 1. Now add 10 to that, be 408. Look at me doing basic math. Shee! Shouts out to you, Marky, and 10 new members. Love to see it. And, I mean, that's a 10 piece. So I think it only fair. We were just about to take a Ripper. I hit that double. Let's get our lungs ready. We're going to rip a double. You guys know what time it is. Come on. Poop, poop. Let's go. That's what. Woo. Oh. Whoa. Whoa, guys. Woo. All right. All right, gang. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right. We are doing part 67. Shouts out to Gino Samuel 2.1 for providing this for us. Again, 67, which means we're going to be down to what? That'll be 15 episodes. 16. 17 episodes left after this. 17 episodes after this is what we're down to, folks. Or 18. Yeah, 18. 18, excuse me. Still, we are right there. We're about to start circling the drain. I'm not going to sit here, keep yapping. Let's just jump on into it. Here we go. Almost at 350. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Keep that shit up. That's good shit, dude. Good shit. You've made some progress there. That's really good. Keep it up. Keep it up. You're right around the corner from 500. I think that's for 500 is when you get memberships. So you're right there, dude. Keep it up. Keep it up. You'll be right there at memberships in no time.
On October 30th, 2018, Christine continued to write extremely long threads on Twitter, attempting to explain to her followers the concept behind the dimensional merge, or the foretold alleged merging of the real-world dimension of 1218 and the dimension C197, which contained the living embodiments of almost all fictional cartoon characters and alternate versions of most of the residents of the actual Earth. Upon finishing her 3-part extended Twitter thread, she felt she had written enough to complete the Merge Survival Guide book that was previously planned as a collaborative project with the team behind the Sonichu official merchandise Twitter account. The merchandise creators instead expressed their confusion at her relatively brief text,
That's fucking weak, dude. That's fucking weak.
claiming what Chris had written was not long enough for a fully fledged book. Also on
Cyraxx White Knight, dude. Fuck him.
October 30th, Christine unveiled a new kitten that had approached her.
Oh, let me move. Let me move so you guys can see it. No. I'll leave that up there a minute so you guys can take a second. You can enjoy the kitty cat.
From a litter of newborn cats in their backyard. She named him Patches and brought him to a vet where he was diagnosed with conjunctivitis in his
my
left
God.
eye and given medicine.
Chris. Why do I feel like why do I feel like I know this isn't going to go well for that cat? God damn it.
Chris elaborated on Twitter that the Chandlers had been feeding the wild cats in the backyard for a while, and that 2 more kittens had snuck into the property, but were still hiding. On October 31st, Chris revealed her Halloween costume, Princess Savina from the cartoon series The Smurfs. She planned to attend a bar and grill restaurant and enter a costume contest, and later added that her 4 spouses, Magichan, Sylvana, Crizel, and Mewtwo, who apparently could not be photographed, were also dressed up as characters from the Smurfs. In the aftermath of the event, Chris wrote that the restaurant had a great atmosphere, friendly employees.
That doesn't make you weak, Matthias, at all. Just makes you an animal lover. I get it. I love dogs. I'm allergic to cats. I can't keep cats, but I get it. I don't want to see any animal just abused or not taken care of or just let to wander. Case in point, Amber Reed's cat, Rarity. I didn't know the back door was open. You fat bitch. Yes, you did. You let the cat out. I think that was the second cat that has mysteriously gone missing under Amber's watch. The first cat was, I believe, Destiny's cat that Amber let out. I mean, that's what it seems like happened. It's animal abuse isn't. It's not enjoyable for anybody. No, it's hard to stomach. I completely get that.
And good tea.
It's hard to see that shit, I know.
And burgers. On November 1st, Christine tweeted that the dimensional merge would happen before the end of the year, though was uncertain on which day. On November 2nd, Chris informed trusted QB Farms member, the captain, that the other 2 kittens have formally been welcomed into the Chandler's home, and all 3 were ill. On that same day, Christine posted on Twitter that her new family of kitties all suffered from conjunctivitis and needed immediate medical attention. She asked for help from her followers since she feared her new cats would not survive until the merge. The captain, via text message, told Chris that he was furious that she was using the kittens to beg for money and ordered her to take the kittens to the vet.
Yup.
Other forum users noted that the tweet seemed to have been sent from New Zealand, like some tweets posted in October, positing that perhaps the message was written and sent by a troll. Chris then wrote that the cats were recovering in warmth and comfort, with paper to relieve themselves onto, and good music from radio stations. Not long after, a tweet posted from Chris's account that while she was allegedly playing the video game Hyperdimension Neptunia, her mother screamed and alerted her that the family dog, Snoopy, had mauled one of her kittens, posting a graphic photo of the alleged cat carcass.
Why the
tweet
fuck
was
would
quickly
you do that? Why would you
deleted,
do that?
and others found that the image was taken from an online article interviewing visual effects artist James Hatton, and was only one of the examples of his work with his company,
Okay. I panicked.
Legion VFX. In a discussion with Sonichu official merchandise, who were in
But still.
the process of setting up a fund for the pets, Chris confirmed that none of the kittens had died, and that Animal Rescue had come to their home to assess the situation, and told the Chandlers they were taking good care of the cats. Christine told the merchandise producers to not call animal control over
None of them are dead. They're alive and well. That's the standard for your animals. They're not dead.
to their home again. Sonichu Merchandise shared the article from where the image came and suggested that she change her Twitter password. Upon changing her password, Christine then complained that she failed to get verified on the social media site, which would allow her to display a verification mark on her profile. Shortly after, Chris shared Sonichu Merchandise's announcement that their emergency fund was open for contributions. She reassured her readers that she personally would not be getting any of the money.
I love how everyone in chat is 100% in agreement with how animal abusers should be treated. I love that. I love that. Hatred brings us together. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Real quick, Mick Brady gifted 10 memberships. We appreciate you, Mick Brady. Let's add that to the counter. Bang, boom. 418, baby. Look at us. Look at us. Shouts out to 10 new members. And with that comes a mandatory Ripper. That is what it is. It's another 10-pack. So, you guys know what time it is. Let's go. Poop, poop. We're not done. We're not done. Get it again. Yes, sir. Okay. Here we go.
After a little while, Christine returned to Twitter to complain that someone had called animal control to visit her and check on the animals.
Good. Good. I don't know how animal control could get there. Check the condition of your house and say that it's acceptable for pets to be there, especially as many as you have.
On November 3rd, Sonichu official merchandise confirmed that a shipment of
Animals are expensive. Real quick, any pet owners know dog, cat, birds, turtles, fish, whatever. They're not free. They cost money. Dogs do dumb things. Dogs eat weird shit and they get sick. They need to go to the vet sometimes. That's not free. It costs money. It costs a lot of money. So hope you have a smart dog. It's probably not. Even the smartest dogs do. They'll eat shit. They're dogs. It's what they do. That's why we love them. They're goofy little balls of fur. We love it. We love dogs. Your cats. I don't know what kind of conditions cat get into. I've never had a cat, but with fish, you have the cost of the aquarium, regular cost of fish food, which is minor. But the cost of your filtration initially can be expensive, especially if you have a big tank and you have multiple canisters or a sump filter. That can be hundreds of dollars to sink into it. It's not free. And then you have regular maintenance. Things break, things burn out, motors on pumps go out. You have to replace them. Those aren't free. The shit costs money. Taking care of an animal, it costs money continuously, or you have to have money set aside in case shit happens, which it will. It 100% will. If you have a canister filter on your fish tank and it can break, it will. It will, and it will be expensive. It'll be expensive enough that replacing it just replacing it with the brand new one will probably be more cost effective than trying to replace the part, depending on the part. I've had to do that. It got to the point where replacing filters got cheaper than trying to fix this or that. But anyway, the point is animals are expensive. If you don't have that, if you can't afford it, don't get into that. Don't take on that responsibility. It's like a child. They cost a lot. They require a lot. You have to be ready for a massive responsibility on your shoulders. And if you can't do that, don't get into it. Don't take on that responsibility if you can't do it. There's no shame in not having a dog because I can't take it for this or that reason. If you can't have an animal, not getting one is a responsible thing to do. That's what you should do. When you have the space, the time, and the money, then yeah, get one. Awesome. Do it. But if you can't do that, then don't. See? You can do both things and still be a responsible pet owner. See? Amazing, right? I know.
medicine was on its way to the Chandler's home. Chris wrote that previous emotionally strong tweets were apparently written by her husband, Magi-chan, and expressed her thanks to the merchandise team. She added that it may be best if money was sent to their home instead. She later rejected their suggestion of donating the kittens to a local animal shelter and claimed that the animals were getting good love and care from the Chandlers. Christine then posted a photo of the 3 cats, now named Liza, Patches, and Sylvia, and revealed that a local vet came to examine them and gave them appropriate medicine, who should not be contacted. Sonichu official merchandise confirmed that the veterinarian Chris mentioned was the correct person to be contacted by anyone who was concerned about the family's situation. Chris then berated the Twitter account, once again reiterating that he should not be contacted. Apparently, a Twitter user who contacted the vet confirmed that Chris had gone to the vet a few days ago, before this latest situation developed. Sonichu official merchandise berated Christine because she didn't reveal earlier that the Chandlers already had most of the medication that the merchandise team had sent to her, and told her not to use sick kittens for personal gain. The team confirmed with the vet that Christine had gone to the veterinarian once, and only concerning patches, but had been prescribed enough medication to treat all 3 kittens. The mother of the kittens was not treated and was believed to have been kept outside in the yard. The captain asked for an update, and Chris confirmed that the mother stayed outside and refused to come in, which necessitated the family's old cat, Lucy, to fill in as a mother figure. Chris was personally feeling overwhelmed over these recent troubles, combined with her role in the dimensional merge, and was so laying down to rest. Christine then pleaded with Sonichu official merchandise to send them monetary donations, for they would be gravely necessary come December. Kiwi Farms user, the American Hedgehog, supposed that it was because the Chandlers were to pay a property tax of $607 on December 5th. Meanwhile, the merch team revealed that they did not have private conversations with Chris for about a week, as Christine explained that it was because they were insulting her, and even though she appreciated the medicine, she needed money the most. She then frustratingly proclaimed that the kittens belonged to her, and that she was their mother and loved them all dearly.
But if you really loved them and really cared about them, you would let them go someplace where they can be properly cared for, get the proper time, dedication. They can be loved and medicated and fed the way that they need to be. They can be cleaned. When you live in the house that you live in, Chris, it's not safe for you. It's not safe for Barb. It's not safe for the animals. Those animals could be shitting and pissing in spots that you don't see. And let's face it, even if you do see it, you're not going to clean it up. You're not going to clean it up, which is going to bring bugs, which is going to bring mold, which is going to bring all sorts of nasty diseases and weird shit. It's going to bring weird smells into the house. It's going to bring fleas in on the cats, on the dogs. That's just the bathroom issue. There could be other weird animals in your house. There could be rats in there. Who knows what diseases the rats may have, and maybe your cats get a hold of one of those and get a weird disease. I don't know. Shit could fall over, land on one of your animals if you have a stuff stacked really high, which you do. We've seen the mountains of trash in your living room and kitchen, and we've seen the messes everywhere. If some of that stuff falls over and there's a dog or cat underneath it, it could hurt them. It could break one of their bones, break their little leg, if a box landed just right. There's a million reasons that your home has to be suitable for a pet. There are requirements that pets have, and space is one of them, especially for four-legged furry friends. They need space to run around. A house that is a maze. It's just like a literal maze with trash and rotten food and shit. That's not like a jungle gym for them. It's not fun. It's scary and dangerous, Chris. It's irresponsible. It's dangerous. And it makes people want to punch you in the fucking face. Right quick. Megalon Sworn gifted 10 memberships. Appreciate you, Megalon. Let me add that to the counter. Boop, boop. Look at us. Look at us pushing numbers. 428. Appreciate you, Megalon. Shouts out to 10 new members. Love to see it. Love to see it. Again, that's another 10 piece. Let's crack another ripper, folks. You guys know what time it is. Poop, poop. Let's go. And one more time. Let's go. Poop, poop. Yes, sir.
Captain then told Kiwi Farms members that he was in contact with another local forum user Chris knew from the End Games card game store, who was interested in adopting the orange kitten, Liza, and was planning on visiting the family home to pick up the cat. The identity of the forum member was not revealed, but they successfully adopted the kitten from Chris after having tea and good conversation with the Chandlers. The friend
Tea. Excuse me. There's nothing in that house that, whether it was meant to be consumed or not, that I would ever drink, eat, or smoke. You don't know how dirty the glasses that they served you that tea in was. You don't know. Dude, no. Just way too many fucking variables in that house. No, thank you.
later confessed that it seemed that bringing the kittens in was in their best interest.
Hang on. Folks, look at this shit. Look at this shit. I know my cat lovers out there are fucking infuriated right now. Excuse me. Alright, let's move on.
As the mother cat was very feral and refused to come
Orange one is safe? Good. At least that one's safe. At least we know that.
close to anyone. The condition of the house was reported as being not as bad as others thought,
Not as bad as others thought.
but their two dogs were described as extremely overweight. The new
Look, there's no fucking room. They have no room to move.
owner soon discovered that Liza was in fact male and
Hang on. Jesus Christ.
renamed him Tingles after treating him for pneumonia.
Fucking pneumonia, dude?
On November 4th, Christine wrote on Twitter that the kitten's eyes were clearing up well. The next day, Patches developed further health complications, and Chris took him to the local vet again, but he refused to admit the kitten. Instead, she purchased a heating pad and cat food with extra nutrients and cared for him at home.
Oh my
But on
fucking
November
God,
6th,
stupid.
the kitten passed away in Chris's arms. She then shared a newer photo of the last kitten that remained with her, Sylvia, with her eye problem visibly improving quickly. Later that day, Kathy Weseluk, voice actress for the animated series My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, thanked all the fans of the show as the cast and crew approached the final season of the series. Christine replied, thanking her and all the other voice actors for their work, and cheered them on as she falsely claimed the series would go on for another 5 seasons. At around the same time, Chris's car's engine permanently broke, and she submitted the Ford Focus as an auction item, for fixing the engine would have been too expensive. On November 8th, she posted a photo of the new kitten Sylvia lying on her head as she lay in bed shirtless. On the 9th, she shared a YouTube video showcasing a modified model of Sonic the Hedgehog in the game Sonic Forces that was made to have the appearance of Sonichu. Aside from a small criticism of a missing brown stripe in his shoes, Chris loved the mod and wished for it to be available as a free download for the game on all available game systems. On that same day, concerned observers called for animal control to visit the Chandler's home again, but since they took care of their pets adequately, they were then left alone with no repercussions. Possibly at around the same time, Joshua Moon, the administrator of the Kiwi Farms, received a text message from Christine in which she wrote that an officer from the Greene County Sheriff's Department came to their home to discuss the significant number of troublesome phone calls they were receiving. Chris gave them the phone numbers of Moon and the captain, who may be better at explaining to the officers the means of quelling the nuisance calls. On November 12th, upon learning of the death of Marvel Comics writer, publisher, and producer Stan Lee. Chris wrote on Twitter that fortunately, his soul from this dimension merged with that of his still alive counterpart in dimension C197, and that he will be seen again after the merge. At around the same time, Kiwi Farms user Dismedi noticed Christine writing something on the freedom of speech wall in Charlottesville, Virginia, which allowed for anyone to write what they wanted in chalk. After Chris left, the user took a photo of what she wrote. It read, "Dimensions C197 and 1218, this world, are merging. Hashtag dimensional merge. Hashtag 1218C197. Be aware of your surroundings. Keep calm." On November 14th, one of Christine's cases for unpaid debt was given a continuance, with the next scheduled court appearance set on January 16th, 2019. On November 15th, Christine explained on Twitter that during the dimensional merge, she estimated that around 51% of the human residents in both dimensions would survive, and 41% would die, with a margin of error of 8%. She wrote down her calculations on a napkin, likely taken from a McDonald's, and posted a photo of it. Also on that day, it was revealed that Chris was involved in a crowdfunded effort to recreate the 2001 animated motion picture Shrek. Titled Shrek Retold, it consisted of over 200 artists, animators, and filmmakers who each recreated a short segment from the movie. Christine's contribution begins around 25 minutes in. She provided the drawings and voiceover track, but appears that another party animated the character's motions.
This is Christine Chandler. I'll be depicting scene 23 as Shrek exits the ring. The crowd cheers. Yeah! Yeah! Oh, the bad guy, I forget his name, communicates to the,
This fucking eyebrows, dude.
Oh, the bad guy, I forget his name, communicates to the armed forces, and Shrek becomes a bit offended and Donkey is scared.
What is with the fucking eyes, dude? Why are they like,
Shall I get the order, sir? No, I have a better idea. People of your luck, I give you our champion! The crowd cheers. What? Congratulations, Ogre! You have won the honor of going on a great and noble
Great and the
quest, says that guy, I forget his name still.
It's Lord Farquaad, dipshit.
I'm already on a quest to get my swamp back. Your swamp? Yeah, my swamp!
Yeah, my swamp.
Where you dump those fairy-tale creatures. Okay. Alright, Ogre, I'll make you a deal. Go on this quest for me and now.
How artistic are you? Chris responds with this. This autistic. He's this fucking autistic.
I'll give you your swamp back. Exactly the way it was, right down to the last slime-covered toadstool.
Oh,
and this squatters is good as gone.
Chris, I don't know what the fuck happened here. I don't know what I just watched.
What kind
Or what we just watched.
of quest? And I guess that's it for scene 23 of Shrek.
On November 17th, Chris uploaded a short YouTube video of her playing with her cat, Sylvia.
Sylvia, you're so silly. Why are you so silly? You're so delightful.
The dreaming studio of Mr. C and Little C, where dreams do come true. Oh, the irony. Where dreams go to die. That's, and the, like, looking at it outside the scope of these locales, and how awful Chris is, just as like one dad looking at another dad, and you see that Bob had all these big dreams for Chris, and like, we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna fix my mistakes of being a shitty father to my other kids. I'm gonna make up for it with Chris, and then Chris is what he got. Yeah. Man. That carpet looks fucking foul.
Mouse reading. There's your meme.
I wouldn't go in that house with my dirty work boots on. I would make sure that I put work booties over my boots to keep the dirty bottoms of my boots from touching their carpet, because I don't want to get my boots too much dirtier. I don't know. I don't know if my boots will hold up walking through that shit. That looks toxic, dude. It looks toxic. I don't know that I have the type of the proper equipment, the proper safety gear to go in there. I don't think I do.
The next day, someone gained access to Chris's Twitter account and posted a short clip of the video she recorded for the Idea Guys, in which she nakedly simulates sex with Magi-chan as All-Star by Smash Mouth plays in the background. The video was accompanied by a message purportedly written by someone said to be from the Bluegrass State, likely a reference to Idea Guy Stephen Boyd, who lived in Kentucky, the so-called Bluegrass State. Like previous suspicious tweets, this post was location tagged as coming from Sydney, New South Wales. The tweet was deleted within a minute. Later on, Chris tweeted, "The time has come. Be sure to pray to the CPUs." She then linked to her long Twitter threads explaining the main concepts of the merge for anyone who had not read them yet. Afterwards, she wrote that the merge was in progress and would take final effect soon. It was observed through her PlayStation Network profile that during this time, Chris continued to play video games, including an entry from the Hyperdimension Neptunia series. On November 22nd, Chris wished everyone a happy Thanksgiving and called for them to be thankful for all those who brought joy to them, along with other blessings, decorating her remarks with an attached photo of her mother Barbara with their cat Sylvia on her lap. Chris added to her message by listing some of the things she was thankful for, including finally getting married, becoming a CPU goddess, her mother being still alive and healthy, their house, kindness from most people around the world, and good music and other simple things. On November 26th, Christine shared on Twitter her Amazon wish list, or a list of items found on the merchant website Amazon.com, which other people could buy for her as a gift. The list included a plethora of Transformers toys, an Xbox One game console, and a couple of Nintendo handheld game consoles. The next day, Chris asked for advice in dealing with a bout of insomnia, to which one commenter wrote that they drank orange-flavored Fanta to go to sleep, trollishly referencing the 2009 leaked video in which Christian drinks a solution of orange Fanta and his own semen. This tweet received a
2 videos in a row, he sneaks that in on us. Dickhead.
reply from the official Fanta Twitter account, which read, "Nothing but dreams of orange emoji." The reply was soon engulfed with replies regarding Chris's past antics and semen drinking, and was soon deleted. At around the same time, upon discovering that she could create sparks by striking 2 quartz stones together, she tried to do the same using her amethyst high school ring and another amethyst stone. She ended up cracking the stone in her ring and tried to repair it with crazy glue. On December 5th, Chris
God damn, Chris.
posted a short video on Twitter of the first sight of snow.
Hey everybody, it's snowing here in 1218's Lucasville, Virginia. Why did you interrupt my video, Barbara? There's your joke. Have a good day.
Why did you interrupt my video, Barbara? Why do you call her Barbara? Is it because you see her like your girlfriend? Dude.
This was soon followed by a 2-part video review of the cereal Funkos, created by Funko, which was only sold in limited numbers,
Funko made cereals? I didn't know that.
with Funko Pop figurines contained within the box.
Hey, everybody.
My wife has, I think 3 Funkos? Or 3 Pops, I think. And she's got a Justin Timberlake. I don't know what the others are.
Just wanted to offer a little voluntary opinion about
Funko brands, Funkos, cereal. But just a cereal though, I mean, because having all the pictures and the figures.
Golden Girls, that's sick. That's so sick. Thank you for being a friend. Bum, 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 bum.
In them is good and all, but the cereal is really good. I mean, various colors they're in, but I mean, hey, Funko Company, you know what you could do with the cereal? Actually put it in the grocery stores and in the cereal aisles of the Walmarts, the Targets, and everywhere. All the actual cereal aisles, instead of just making it a specialty food item available only in certain places, because that berry flavor is totally awesome, and it's a multi-grain cereal, so it's definitely a good part of a balanced breakfast.
On December 6th, Chris complained on Twitter that trolls were adding items on her Amazon wishlist to their cart as if they were to buy them before canceling their order, thusly emptying her wishlist. She asked for Amazon to rectify their system so that wishlist items would not be removed if the orders were cancelled, and that wishlists should not be abused by anyone other than the creators of their own wishlists. Chris then returned to write that she enabled a setting to make her wishlist items unable to disappear, before adding a large selection of amiibo figurines to the list, making the total number of items on the wishlist 96. On December 7th, an unknown individual text messaged Christine to ask her about the dimensional merge, to which she replied that events leading up to the merge were happening and that the climatic merge would be happening very soon. Indulging in her fantasies, the individual asked for more details, claiming to hope to spend time with their original characters for Christmas. Chris wrote that the wildfire occurring in Florida at the time was one sign of the merge, in addition to the imminent death of US President Donald Trump, who was to be replaced by his counterpart from Dimension C-197. The person then wrote that they were interested in buying something from her wish list and inquired why they should be purchased specifically from Amazon. Christine replied that it was nice for everyone to know what she needed/wanted, and singled out replacement Wii U and Xbox One game consoles as priorities, along with some other items. 3 days later, Chris wrote on Twitter that the dimensional merge would happen soon, and that some of the telltale signs of it already developing were the wildfires in California and romaine lettuce being recalled due to an outbreak of E. coli bacteria. Also on this day, in response to artist and YouTuber Mad Munchkin posting a collection of
Those are good. Those are really good. Oh, it's a little dog from Mask. That's sick. Here, let me move. A little dog from Mask. Or from The Mask. That's sick. There I am.
drawings of dogs from movies, Chris replied saying that dogs and puppies, in addition to cats, were cute, attaching a selection of photos of her cats, Lucy and Sylvia, and her 2 dogs, Clover and Snoopy, visibly
Aww.
overweight.
Dude. I need to see the other dog again.
And her 2 dogs, Clover.
Adorable. Absolutely adorable. I would love to flop his ears and make him go flop, 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 flop. Oh my god, the belly scratches the fucking belly scratches I could give you.
And Snoopy, visibly overweight.
And you. Your ears, I would flop the shit out of them too. I would flop the shit out of your ears and give you so many belly scratches. Like, so fucking many belly scratches, dude.
On December 8th, Chris made a short video addressed to one Gracie, whose story of being bullied for her looks was shared by her father and then further spread by My Little Pony voice actress Tara Strong.
Hi Gracie, this is Christine Chandler giving you a little support. I hear you being bullied. Don't let the bullies bother you. I mean, I've been there with you. I was bullied in my childhood too.
No way.
I was bullied for being different because of my autism.
Because of my autism? What the fuck was that?
And I didn't let that stop me.
Clearly, you still went on to do the things that you did, clearly you didn't let the tism stop you.
And I was cyberbullied since 2007. You think I'd let that stop me? Nope. Nothing stopping me. I continued on. I created and I worked.
Is that what you called it?
And you could do the same. Just, you are beautiful. You are bright. And you definitely look very lovely. You look like a woman. Yes, you do.
Look like a woman. Yes, you do. Okay.
And when somebody tells you otherwise, you can tell them that I said they could take their insults and zap it up theirs. Report them to your authorities, your principal, whoever's nearby, an adult. Okay? Alright. Good luck, Gracie. Stay awesome. Zap to the extreme.
The next day, she wrote on Twitter a plea for Nintendo to include Sonichu, Rosechu, and herself as playable characters in the video game Smash Bros. Ultimate. She offered to help by providing her voice acting abilities for all three characters. On December 10th, a Twitter user posted an altered version of the newly released teaser image for the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog motion picture, modified to appear as if Sonic was Sonichu, and was shared with Christine. She responded, writing that she instinctively knew that the filmmakers would not faithfully recreate the titular Sonic's design. She added that the person who altered the image did not accurately reproduce Sonichu's ears, and told them to try again. The maker of the Sonichu plush doll, which Chris criticized upon receiving it, returned to write that Chris should have instead simply
Would you zap me? I'd zap me. I'd zap me fucking hard. I feel weird saying that now.
written, "Thank you." Chris replied, stating once more that
I'd zap me so hard.
she was sorry for criticizing the plushie before, and reasoned that the reason she tended to be habitually critical was because she was criticized herself many times, and listened to a lot of critics and analysts. Christine thanked them for the Sonichu plushie again, and then addressed the original poster of the Sonichu poster to thank them for their efforts, but added that she felt that more work could have been put into it. On December 11th, it was believed that Christine's Twitter account was hacked again when it posted a preview clip of a house tour video she had filmed for the Idea Guys earlier in the year, and wrote that the full video would be uploaded if she received donations in excess of $500, urging her followers to think of her quote-unquote feeble mother. The house tour preview was uploaded
Why don't you think of your feeble mother?
exactly 5 years after the previous house tour video was uploaded online.
Oh my god.
Chris took back control and deleted the tweet 30 minutes later. The next day, her account was hacked again, and 2 more videos filmed for the Idea Guys were posted, one in which she apologizes for being a fuck-up and a pedophile, and another in which she slaps herself repeatedly. Christine quickly deleted the tweets and wrote another, denying that it was her doing, and explained that the actions seen in the clips were the result of the Idea Guys, Joshua Wise, and Stephen Boyd, and she pleaded for them to stay out of her Twitter account, though it was unlikely them behind the hackings. On December 13th, Christine purchased a used treadmill from Goodwill for $10. She excitedly posted pictures of it on Twitter, writing that it worked great.
But you're never going to use it, Chris. That's for treadmill. Yeah, people say that they're going to get a treadmill and I'm going to start walking and I'm going to start doing this. Realistically, it's a tool that I use if it's too cold to run outside or if it's snowy outside and icy. It's just a tool I use to still be able to run inside. It's rare that people get stuff like this before they've ever really gotten any fitness under their belt. They think they're going to get this equipment and all of a sudden you're going to change a lifetime of bad habits. It's not going to work like that. you got to break the bad habits first, figure out your good habits, and then you can start getting these pieces of equipment to assist your fitness journey. A treadmill is an assist. It's just a tool that you use when you can't actually go run outside. Because I live where it's cold as fuck, so I run on a treadmill like half the year. It's cold as nuts outside for parts of the year here, and then it gets too icy to the point that it's dangerous to run out there. And I'm old, so if I fall down, I'm going to break a hip and be in the hospital for 3 years, so I can't do that. But that's what a treadmill is for. It's just a tool when you can't go outside. Or maybe if you have certain limited abilities and you can't run the risk of, I don't know, doing something outside and you have to be inside, then sure, I could get that. But for the average person that just, I'm just going to change my lifetime of bad habits, I'm going to get a treadmill and fix everything. No, you're not.
And she had just finished walking at a speed of 3 miles per hour for 5 minutes. Some observers noticed that there was visible animal feces on the floor in one of the photographs. The following day, Chris wrote a long thread of tweets in reference to her past drawing.
3 miles an hour is, that's, damn, Chris. I usually walk at about 3.8, sometimes 4, but 4 is like the last, that's the last. We went over this a few weeks ago. There's a video where Amber Reed said that she was walking or going at a pace of 4 miles an hour, which I'm absolutely not. You know you're not. No, you're not, because I know what that is. And from me, I'm like this. So I know with Amber being as short as she is, her legs would have to be. She can never keep that pace up. And at the same time, 3 miles an hour, I feel like for me, that's like step, step, step. It's like you're breaking your stride, like you're stopping in your step. So that's not surprising, Chris.
Depicting her Sonichu characters in sexual
because that's what, 3 miles an hour, that's a mile for 20 minutes? Dude, 20 minutes, that's a 10-minute half mile? Fucking Christ.
Scenarios. Yeah, the NSFW direction was not the best impulse I had, even to make one book purposely a controversious one, because it was in at the time, and I was stretching my artistic license and mind in the drawing experiment. Point is, I learned not only from the extended version of Book 8 and other seriously NSFW pieces I ended up drawing, and Idea Guy and Boyd were no help either. I generally am more SFW and positivity driven in my works. Drawing total nudes, sex, and other real questionable things are not my usual cup of tea, and I am not proud of all of the NSFW drawings I ended up making, especially that infamous one that I had torn into pieces. Total wishful thinking gone horribly wrong, that one. But I really do like the pieces where the couple or poly group is cuddling, kissing, hugging, and generally making each other feel happy, appreciates, and loved. I'm still feeling relatively shook up from the worst ones out of that lot, involving myself or Christy, my self counterpart, and my past theoretical and ex-girlfriends, and any humans. It will likely be long after the dimension merge that I'll have recovered from that, forgiven myself fully for the worst of the NSFW items, and even remotely feel at ease drawing anything sexual and/or revealing again. But, fortunately, realizing my being bisexual and accepting myself for that has been going well. Hell, I even ate the whole box of penis-shaped gummy candy someone glitter-bombed me a year or so ago, with no regret and appreciation, and I would eat more if I got some, not to mention vagina-shaped candy too. Smiling face with smiling eyes emoji, but I digress.
Why do you have to be so fucking weird about everything? Why?
It is still a bumpy and long shaft of a road ahead of me as I face each tunnel.
A bumpy and long shaft of a road?
And speed bump along the way, but I'm still riding and surviving. And yes, I know the innuendo I'm making. Also on that day, Chris's Twitter account was hacked once again, this time writing that her mother, Barbara Ann Weston Chandler, had passed away. The tweet was soon deleted, and minutes later, Christine recorded a video of her mother confessing that she was still alive.
Hey, Mom. Say something.
My name is Barbara Chandler.
My name is Barbara Chandler. Barbara. I'm a dickhead. I want to hear it again.
Say something.
My name is Barbara Chandler.
Barbara Chandler.
Are you dead right now?
No.
You're very much alive.
Yes.
She still looks surprised.
How strong do you feel?
Very strong.
Very strong.
Good. Thank
Just not strong enough to fight off Chris. Oh my god, why'd I say that?
you.
As a further measure to prevent hackers, Chris logged out of Twitter on all of her devices.
So for her, this is like being forced to be on the internet, being forced to be on these dumbass twatter videos, not just by your child, but by your rapist, who coincidentally happened to be the same person.
Set her password, wiped her laptop of all data, and installed the Windows 10 operating system. An individual on Twitter wrote that it was dubious how quickly the tweet written by the hacker was deleted and then the video was recorded and posted. Chris proclaimed that she should not be doubted. On December 17th, she expressed her views on the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog movie, writing that in addition to actor Jim Carrey being unsuited to play the villain Robotnik, Sonic's shoes were incorrect, and he had blue arms, rather than the original tan color. She claimed that the real Sonic himself was ashamed and embarrassed of the movie adaptation of his own adventures. She then posted a short video of her cat, Sylvia.
Hello, Sylvia. Look at you being so sweet. Oh. Temporarily paralyzed for a moment because the fateful incidents between dimensions, and you decide to hang out with me. You're such a sweet and good little kitty. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're so pretty, too.
She also posted a short clip of herself walking on her new treadmill.
Hey everybody, checking it out. Just let you know that is me.
Again, why are we wearing gloves? Why are we wearing gloves in the house?
Walking.
Chipmunk, I appreciate you hanging out with us, my friend. Have a good day, or have a great day. Great rest of your day at work, my dude.
Like at 3 miles an hour and counting, baby.
On December 19th, one of Christine's unpaid debt cases concluded, as she was ordered to pay $2,777.90 to Midland Funding. Soon after, she rejoiced on Twitter that US President Donald Trump declared victory over the terrorist group ISIS, and so US troops were set to leave Syria, praising it as the one thing the Trump of this dimension did right. However, Chris clarified that she would be voting for Lisa Simpson from the cartoon series The Simpsons in the next presidential elections in the year 2020. The next day, in response to a Twitter user denying her claims of being a goddess, Chris reconfirmed that she was a goddess and that she had electricity/lightning zapping through her body for 2 nights, claiming she was surviving thousands to millions of volts of electricity passing through her. She assured the doubter that she would make a video showcasing her powers and all her alleged spouses after the merge was completed. On December 22nd, Chris acknowledged that people have been growing impatient regarding the merge, but remained adamant that it would happen at any moment. She reasoned that her frequent spells of déjà vu were confirmation of her experiencing predictions she had received in past dreams and visions. Chris wrote that she even had more than 2 deja vu moments while in counsel with her psychiatrist, which left her psychiatrist flabbergasted. She concluded that the surges of electricity she could feel through her body was evidence that she was a conduit for the dimensional merge taking place. On Christmas Day, Christine's Twitter account was hacked once again, and someone claiming to be Magi-chan posted a document regarding the so-called Teen Troon Squad. In the document, the supposed Magi-chan claimed that he was in possession of one of the teenagers, Lucas's, body, and was using it to type out his message. He revealed Lucas's full legal name, home address, and phone number. He continued to explain that the group of transgender teenagers would regularly meet up in Lucas's home to smoke marijuana, most likely without his mother's knowledge. Magi-chan closed by stating that due to an apparent time dilation, the merge in the real-life dimension of 1218 would be completed in 20 years' time. At the end of the document was a previously unreleased photograph of Chris with the Teen Troon Squad. To seemingly counteract the leak of information, Lucas himself then posted the video he filmed of Chris apparently kissing her wife Chriselle while high. He also wrote another tweet implicating Kiwi Farms user and guard dog, the captain, as the person who took control of Chris's account and leaked Lucas's private information. Lucas revealed that the captain was in his late 30s and also posted his supposed phone number. Chris then took back control of her Twitter account to write that she was shocked by the revelation from her supposed husband, who had allegedly been previously warned about giving away personal information, or doxing. She restated that the merge was imminent and told her followers to enjoy the rest of their waking days. Chris said that she was enjoying her time by playing the recently purchased video game, Starlink. At first, she seemed to be dismayed to hear that the merge might be delayed by 20 years, but then she decided that while the majority of people on Earth would be hibernating for 20 years as the merge developed, Christine herself, along with a select few destined to follow her, would remain awake to uphold their destiny. On December 30th, Lucas made his Twitter account available for direct messaging in case anyone was interested in learning the full story about his involvement with Christine. On that same day, someone claiming to be Lucas went to the image board 8chan to post a photo of a drawing and medallion depicting Lucas's Sonichu form, both made by Chris. The next day, the same person proceeded to upload the video in which a naked Christine had pretend sex with her supposed husband, Magi-chan, which she had filmed for the Idea Guys in early 2018. The leaker, as Lucas, pleaded for people to stop texting him, linking to his recent Twitter post. He claimed that he would tell the whole story if people stopped texting and calling him. On Twitter, Lucas claimed that he was not the person to have leaked Chris's sex tape, alleging that it was the doing of the Idea Guys. In a further tweet, Lucas wrote that he only used Twitter, and if there were screenshots from other sites of individuals claiming to be him, then they were imitators. Upon learning about the leaks herself, Christine tweeted that she was very angry at Lucas, mostly for insulting his own special Sonichu. She also wrote that she would not buy Lucas alcohol, since he was under the legal age to buy it himself. On New Year's Eve, Chris wrote several posts referring to the countdown to the end of the year and the apparent dimensional merge that was to take place at any moment. In the final hours of the day, Chris wrote a list of best moments for her in 2018, which included meeting friends and allies from both dimensions, discovering that she was in fact a Sonichu, marrying Magi-chan, Chriselle, Sylvana, and Mewtwo, and being bestowed with the memories, powers, and soul of CPU Blueheart. On January 1st, 2019, Christine announced that the merge between Dimensions 1218 and C197 was still in progress, but was being delayed due to apparent damn red tape. She wrote that she still remained married to her 4 spouses, but confessed that there was still room for one more person from the real-life dimension. On that same day, Lucas wrote in reply to another party that he was very disliked by the people of the QB Farms. A newly created
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Twitter account then wrote to him that he brought this negative attention onto himself. Lucas then shared a notification he received showing that the mysterious new Twitter user was in his contact list on his phone. Lucas elaborated that the only two contacts that he thought might do something like this were Christine and the captain. By this point, the captain had stopped posting on QE Farms for over a month, but was last seen quietly observing threads on the site in the last week of December 2018. He had been getting pressure for spending too much of his leisure time away from his wife and daughter to deal with Chris's affairs, and was looking to take a break. As Lucas implied, it is possible that the captain, who for months was wishing for the Teen Troon Squad to leave Chris's life, took control of her Twitter account and posed as a troll pretending to be Magi-chan and leaked Lucas's private information to scare him away as one final act to help Chris. It is then theorized that he was the one responsible for pretending to be Lucas while leaking videos recorded for the Idea Guys, as he was one of the only people who could easily retrieve Christine's account password and be in the possession of the Idea Guys videos. After this time, both the captain and the Teen Troon Squad ceased contact with Chris. From this recent turn of events, it was apparent that meddling in Christine's life, no matter with good intentions or bad, was bound to only bring trouble for all involved. As those who got too close had to deal with the negative fallout, Chris careened on, changing rules for her life to form as many comfortable cushions as possible, to brace herself for whatever inevitable blow may come.
Psychotic. Psychotic. Oh my god, these are getting deep. They get worse every time. I feel like they're not gonna get any better. And Barb is just looking like a shell of a human being. Half the size, totally different. Eyebrows always just full bore surprise. They're trying to move north. They're trying to move right on up here, up onto her top of her forehead. The animal abuse. What do I even say about that? There's so much, dude. The cats, the dogs don't look happy. They look fucking miserable. The cats, they all gotta go. Every animal's gotta get out of that house, dude. It's frustrating to watch. You can't do that. Ugh. Frustrating. Guys, we did it though. We got through it. We killed it. We got through that stream. We are done. We did it top to bottom, left, right, front to back, inside out. We're done. And of course, we're going to take the stream out on a ripper. But I want to thank you guys for being here with me, riding that out with me, getting through both episodes today of Comprehending a Comprehensive History. Again, shouts out to Geno Samuel 2.1 for providing us these episodes, providing us for the past 67 episodes. Said like 18 more to go. We are right there. We are circling the drain, ladies and gentlemen. We are right there at the very, very end. Again, thank you for riding this out with me. It's been a blast. There will be videos out this week, just like normal. Streams this Friday and Saturday, just like usual. Just like we always do. And next week, we'll be going live a little more often because, like I said, it's spring break next week. My wife will be home, and I'll be able to squeeze a few more hours out during the week, and we'll hang out together. Thank you all again for being here. Come check me out on TikTok. I'm your favorite SA1020. With that being said, you guys know what time it is. Let's call this bitch a stream. Let's wrap it up. Here we go. Guys, go have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your week. And I will see you all live this Friday.